A used C5 Corvette can hit 60 in 4.5 seconds, has a bulletproof LS1 V8, and costs less than a new Kia. But finding performance like that without sacrificing reliability, that's rare. And yet, some American machines deliver serious power in engines that refuse to die, even after 150,000 miles or more. Here are 10 cheap American performance cars with unkillable engines. Ford Mustang GT, 2005 to 2010. If you're looking to break into American muscle without breaking the bank, the 2005 to 2010 Mustang GT is a prime pick. It packs a 4.6-liter V8 that's both powerful and nearly bulletproof. Early models made 300 horsepower, while the 2010 version bumped it to 315 horsepower. This engine, paired with a rugged 5-speed Tramic manual and a limited slip differential, is built for fun and long life. Many examples easily surpass 200,000 miles with basic care. Performance-wise, it'll do 0 to 60 in under 5 seconds, and a quarter mile in about 13.7. Standard 17-inch wheels are joined by optimal 18-inch wheels from 2006 onward. Add bigger brakes, ABS, and traction control, and you've got a solid handling to match the muscle. In 2010, they gave it a suspension upgrade and nicer interior models, making the ride smoother and the cabin feel way more comfortable.
Hey, that's pretty good.
But what about fuel economy? About 17 miles per gallon city, 26 highway, but real-world averages hit 18 miles per gallon. The best part? In 2025, you can snag one for $8,000 to $15,000, depending on mileage and condition. Chevy Camaro SS, 2010 to 2015. Now let's shift gears to something a little newer, the Chevrolet Camaro SS from 2010 to 2015. This one comes out swinging with GM's legendary 6.2-liter V8, and depending on the transmission, you'll get either the LS3 manual or the L99 automatic. Dodge Charger RT, 2006 to 2010. Moving on, we have the Dodge Charger RT, built from 2006 to 2010. Now this isn't just any sedan, it's a modern muscle car disguised as a daily driver. Under the hood sits a 5.7-liter HEMI V8, pushing out a solid 368 horsepower and 395 pound-foot of torque. It's got enough grunt to snap your neck a little when you mash the pedal, and it's known for lasting ages with basic maintenance. The Charger RT uses Dodge's multi-displacement system, which means it can shut off half the cylinders during cruising to save fuel. Pretty smart for a muscle car. Owners often report clocking over 120,000 miles without major issues, provided you stay on top of things like oil changes and tires. The front suspension might give you trouble over time, especially if you drive it hard. But the engine and transmission combo. Built like a tank, the HEMI's got a cool trick up its sleeve. Under light loads, it shuts off 4 cylinders to save fuel. Performance-wise, it hits 0 to 60 in about 5.5 seconds, not too shabby for a full-size sedan. Gas mileage is around 16 miles per gallon in the city and up to 23 on highway, which isn't bad. Considering the power in the used market today, you'll find these for as little as $8,000, topping out around $15,000 for clean examples. Chevy Corvette C5, 1997 to 2004. Now, if we're talking about bang for your buck and pure performance category, the Chevy Corvette C5 is the king of the hill. Built between 1997 and 2004, the C5 is a proper American sports car with the kind of engineering you usually only see in pricier European machines. Lightweight body and a 5.7-liter LS1 V8 that's nearly bulletproof. The C5 also shook things up with a rear-mounted transaxle, giving it almost perfect 50-50 weight distribution and way better handling because of it. The LS1 motor makes between 345 and 350 horsepower, depending on the model year, and is matted to either a 6-speed manual or a 4-speed automatic. The car is seriously quick, 0 to 60 in about 4.5 seconds, and thanks to its composite body and hydroformed frame, it handles corners like a dream. Later models, especially from 2002 to 2004, are the ones to look for. They're more refined and have fewer reliability issues. Gas mileage is surprisingly decent for something this fast, and 18 miles per gallon in the city and 25 on the highway. In real-world driving, many owners report 20 to 23 miles per gallon. So how much will it set you back? Well, used prices in 2025 range from $12,000 to $25,000 depending on mileage and condition, which is honestly a steal for what you're getting. Mercury Marauder 2003 to 2004. Next up, we've got a bit of a dark horse, the Mercury Marauder from 2003 to 2004. It shares the same rugged Panther platform as police cruisers and taxis, so you know it's built tough. But inside, it's got leather seats, a huge trunk, and space for 5, and under the hood, a 4.6-liter DOH V8 borrowed from the Mustang Mach 1, making 302 horsepower and 318 pound-feet of torque. This car is a sleeper in every sense. It won't draw as much attention as a Corvette or Camaro, but it's got a serious fan base. 0 to 60 happens in about 6.5 seconds. Not lightning fast, but impressive for a full-size sedan. Real-world gas mileage sits between 17 to 20 miles per gallon combined, and most Marauders out there have been known to clock over 100,000 miles with just routine care. Inside, you get all the big sedan comforts, roomy interior, smooth ride, and a massive 20.6 cubic foot trunk, and even though it's getting rare by the year, you can still find one for $9,000 to $20,000 depending on condition. Pontiac Firebird Formula/Trans Am, 1998 to 2002. But if the early 2000s had a soundtrack, the Pontiac Firebird Trans Am would be playing it through a growling LS1 exhaust note. Built from 1998 to 2002, this Firebird shared its power plant with a Corvette, a 5.7-liter LS1 V8, making 310 horsepower and 340 pounds-foot of torque. That engine is legendary for a reason. It'll take abuse, rack up miles, and keep throwing punches as long as you feed it oil and spark. You could pair it with a slick 6-speed manual or a more relaxed 4-speed auto. But the question is, can a car really be both a tire-shredding muscle machine and a reliable daily driver? The answer sits right here. A solid 0 to 60 in about 5 seconds. Throw in performance tires, sports suspension, and a surprisingly high-quality Monsoon audio system, and you've got a proper muscle, coupled with rear daily usability. Even in its aggressive stance and dramatic styling, the Firebird remains a budget-friendly icon. $10,000 to $25,000 gets you one, depending on mileage and condition, and if you're into modding, the aftermarket loves this car. Chrysler 300C SRT8, 2005 to 2010. Next up, the Chrysler 300C SRT8, a muscle sedan that blends brute force with a touch of class. From 2005 to 2010, this full-size luxury bruiser brought the heat with a 6.1-liter HEMI V8, pumping out about 425 horsepower and 420 pounds-feet of torque. That's enough to launch this leather-lined tank to 60 miles per hour in about 5 seconds flat. And it doesn't just go fast in a straight line. It stops in corners surprisingly well thanks to Brembo brakes and a sport-tuned suspension. The 300C SRT8 combines muscle car performance with executive-level comfort. Think of it as the American E-Class, but angrier. Aside from the occasional transmission fluid seep or coolant whiff, both covered by service bulletins, this thing is rock solid with regular care. Real-world fuel economy floats between 15 to 18 miles per gallon combined, and prices hover in the $15,000 to $25,000 range. If you want muscle with manners, this might be your perfect daily sledgehammer. Ford Crown Victoria Police Interceptor, 2004 to 2011. Now let's talk about a legend that refuses to die. The Ford Crown Victoria Police Interceptor P71, produced from 2004 to 2011. The Crown Vic is the ultimate budget-friendly beast, built to survive high-speed chases, curb jumps, years of abuse. It packs a 4.6-liter modular V8, making 250 horsepower, but more importantly, it's designed for duty. With a body-on-frame construction, heavy-duty suspension, and upgraded cooling systems, this car was engineered to take hits and keep rolling. Sure, 0 to 60 in 8 seconds won't wow anyone, but this car will still be on the road when everyone else has rusted into oblivion. Fuel economy is about 16 to 19 motors per gallon combined, and you can scoop one up for as little as $3,000. That's apocalypse car money. Buick Grand National, 1984 to 1987. And last but absolutely not least, the Buick Grand National is a sinister legend. Back in the 80s, while everyone else was struggling with emissions-choked V8s, Buick went turbo. The result was a 3.8-liter turbocharged V6 producing up to 245 horsepower and a mountain of torque of around 355 pounds-foot. And believe it or not, in 1987, it could beat Corvettes and Ferraris in a straight line. Now, 0 to 60 happened in about 6 seconds. Maybe faster with a little boost and a cooler night. And it looked like a villain. All black, everything, no chrome, just attitude. Thanks to its simple mechanical and massive aftermarket support, it also incredibly reliable if maintained. Prices today range from $25,000 to $45,000 depending on condition. But that's a small price to pay for driving a piece of muscle car folklore. So, which one would you choose for your next ride? Let us know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe so you don't miss out on more awesome car content. And before you go, we've got 2 video options for you. We recommend the last US-built sports cars, packed with some great muscle car history, and the other video YouTube suggests just for you, based on what you like to watch. Just pick whichever one sounds good, and we'll see you there.